Dr. Drouin, this weekend marks the Jewish New Year, a time that is usually marked with families gathering. What do you say to those families that plan to gather?
We're currently talking to the leaders of the Jewish community that are going to celebrate for the 3 weeks that are for their holidays. And we're looking at reinforcing certain recommendation, and we're going to give them those recommendations this afternoon. Of course, we want to make sure that the number of people in those gatherings be minimized or reduced. We want to make sure that if they have celebration, that they keep the 2 meter distanciation. If they can do it outside or make sure they have a good ventilation, we want to encourage those practice. We want to make sure that the groups of population that are at risk, elders or people with chronic disease or immunocompromised, that they do not go in those gatherings, or they do it in another way to reduce their risk. So we're talking about different measures that we will encourage and that we'll work with the leaders of the community to make sure that they can celebrate their holidays, but in a secure way to reduce the transmission or the risk of transmission. And of course, it applies also to dinners or celebration in families. It is important to respect the 2 meter distanciation. As I said earlier this week, we see that the outbreaks that we see are in those small gatherings often, and we see that the numbers in some neighborhoods where those community are increasing. So we want to make sure that everyone is vigilant.